Hey everybody, how's it going? House of Logic 1969. And it is a long list, isn't it? iPet Goat 2. That's why I call it the gift that keeps on giving. Um, Now, I think what I found here is pretty big. It's kind of multi-dimensional depending on what you see here. So the easiest way is to probably just show you first how I came across it. And what happened was I was watching iPet Goat 2 like I like to do every once in a while, just to see if I missed something or get a new perspective, stuff like that. And my computer kept sticking on this one frame over and over and over. So much so that I decided to screen capture it. So here is just a short clip of that. It's not a loop I made or anything. I don't think I can really prove that here, but that's what happened. It's just a straight recording, about 1 minute long. Check it out. Okay, so interesting that it stopped right on the frame like that over and over, and that's what kind of led me to look at this more. And first I saw a 5115, which I still do, and I'm going to come back to that, but right now I want to talk about the ISIS, which is kind of what I see the most. Now, first of all, iPet Goat 2 is just kind of it's it's got snow and ice all over it. I mean, it's like it's part of the theme. Didn't really know why, but um, if you take this in the middle, cut it right in the middle, and you first read left to right, you have IS, and then if you read in start in the middle again and read right to left, you have IS again, so you have ISIS. And so that's kind of two reasons. And three, now they're called IS. So you have your IS and your IS read both directions, which, different parts of the world read in different directions. So the next thing is that puff of smoke that popped up right there with the line under it. Here we have it over here. I just drew over it so you can kind of see it a little bit better. And let me move this over real quick. Yep, okay. The next thing is I just kind of drew over the 5115. I just traced it as best as I could. I'm not really the best at that, but that's what I saw. But it could be SIIS, especially with all the other factors involved. And there's one more big factor that I just caught today. I don't know if you see it yet, but it's on the screen. It's on the screen right there. You'll see it in a minute. You'll see it. Let me slide this over for you. That guy right there. You see that? He's got kind of a beard, kind of long hair, curly, coarse, perhaps. I think so. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'd say so. And there's just some other colors that I had. That one's kind of clear. It shows ISIS pretty well, I think. And the 5115, it's still there. Oh, I almost forgot. Just one more thing before we do the 5115 part is the very next frame here, and it is, I think, just one frame. It almost looks like a 2015, maybe just a little bit, we kind of already see this as a 5, even though it's a little bit buried. But right here, the smoke kind of disappears, and it morphs. This 5 kind of morphs into a 2. So I traced that out as well, and that's just kind of what I'm showing you. I don't know. I mean, you guys tell me what you think on all this stuff. It looks pretty interesting to me. So okay, let's cover the 5115 now. Okay, so the 5115 is, I just saw that first, I guess because of um, Matthew Nicholson channel. Now, let me just go through some math real quick. He does this a lot, and he usually connects it to more than one thing, where I'm just kind of connecting it to one number, so I'm not really sure, if it's proper here, or what he'll say about it. But he'll see it. So Matthew, please comment. Tell us all what you think. So some real basic math that he does all the time. 5115. We're just gonna take it and multiply. We're gonna add the multiplication of each number in there. 1 times 5, and it equals 5140. If there's ever any zeros, you just leave them out, because 0 times anything is 0. Okay, so we got 5140 in that very simple step. Step 2, we just take the answer that we got, we add it to its mirror. This is the same number backwards, 5140, and we get 5555. Now, he does this with a lot of different numbers, and there's different techniques for it. This is one of the easier ones. So that's Matthew Nicholson channel. It's like Saturn Illuminati numbers. It'll blow your mind. I've been doing this for 2 years, and no channel has blown my mind more than this one. So there's an example of some of his videos. He's got one coming out today too, by the way. It's not out yet. So we're real interested in the 5555. So here is a couple of slides. He said I could put them up there, so thanks for that, Matthew. I'll just read them to you, because 5555 is a war number, and I've noticed, I'm a truck driver, so since I've been watching this, I look around. If I see an exit, like the other day, I was in Louisiana, heading to Baton Rouge, and I came across Civil War Road or Drive, or something like that, but it was Civil War. So right away, I'm like, oh, I wonder what the exit number is. It's 55. What a shocker. Okay, so I'll be looking for more examples like that in the future. But here's what he says. When we look at the total victims from 9/11, we are told there was a total of 2977. And the number 2977 equals, and he just splits it in half and multiplies it. 29 times 77 equals 2232, or 33. Now mirror it and add it. 3322 added equals 5555. How do we abbreviate World War? As WW. And the W is the 23rd letter of the alphabet. Now we replace the WW with 23. So 2323, representing the WW, plus its mirror, 3232, equals 5555. And there's plenty of other Saturn numbers, like I said, but I'm not going to get into that here. We're just covering what was in the I Pet Goat 2 movie and how it is a war movie. And let's see if we do one more slide, just by way of example. Let's see. I'll do the top part of it. Obama was elected president on 11/4 of 08, and the end date, he talks about this end date of 11/26/16, which is 55 days after 9/11, by the way. Anyway, the difference between these two dates is 2944 days, and 2944 equals 2944 plus, same math on the right, 2 times 9 times 4 times 4 equals 3232. Add it to its mirror, 5555. And then he says back to the 55 days from 9/11 to 11/26/16. Alright, and then there's some more stuff. It's connected to the Masonic Arch. But remember that number. 5115 converts into 5555 in a very common way throughout the theme of Matthew Nicholson's channel. So if you're into that kind of stuff, I would definitely check it out. Even if you're not, stop by. Okay. And what happened in iPet Goat 2 just before the frame in question?